Well, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am your host, Michele Johnson, and I want to welcome you to another segment of Life Matters with Michele. You know, this is the platform when we talk about what matters to you and our community. And just as a reminder, if you have any comments, post them in the chat and I will field them to our very, very, very special guest who I would like to introduce to you all today. I have none other than, because I can say that, none other than Miss Katrinia Ellison. Hey, sis.
Hey, sis, how are you?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I'm excited to have you join me on today. I'm excited. I couldn't wait for this segment because I have questions.
Thank you.
Need today. Amen. So I just wanted to introduce you to our audience. I'm going to read over some of your bio and then we're going to jump right in to the nitty gritty, into the meat of our segment on today.
Okay.
Miss Katrinia Ramonia Ellison was born in Florida but raised in Durham, North Carolina, and she loves calling North Carolina home, and she's a proud Durhamite. I hope I said that right.
Yes, you did.
Yes, ma'am. She grew up loving math and science in school, which led her to an undergraduate degree in electronic engineering. Oh my God. And a master's in technology management. See, I needed you to help me set this up about 5 years. All right. But alongside her technical skills, she grew up loving all things fashion. And I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. And so about 3.5 years ago, 3.5 years ago, she started EETique Fashions. It's a virtual boutique that primarily specializes in plus size, sizes 12 through 30 and accessories. And the goal is to provide cute, trendy clothing at an affordable price. And dare I say, for us curvy girls. Amen.
Amen.
I just want to jump right on in. I don't want to forget, she credits her faith in God and her walk with Christ to be her strength in all things, Katrina, all things EETique. And she is a proud member, 28 years of Greater Mount Calvary Holy Church under the leadership of Bishop Alfred A. Owens Jr. and co-pastor, Pastor Dr. Susie C. Owens. I know them well. I've known Katrina she was at Calvary for 28 years. I was there about 30. So I get it. So I understand. I know exactly what she's getting and who she is. So I want to jump right in. Let me tell you all, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, I have watched Katrina. I don't know if she knows it, but I have watched her style for years. I have watched her. We used to sing in the choir together. I said, did she just wear a beaded suit up and through here? Knowing that we were about to put on a robe, but she always came through with fashion. She has always been, I want to say fashion plate, but not in a negative sense. I have always watched you from afar with your style. And
thank you.
I don't have that type of I don't have the type of courage. So hopefully you can help me get some courage, and some of our curvy friends out today help us get some help. So let me ask you, the first thing is, what made you start Curvy Girl, EETique fashions for curvy girls? What prompted this specialty?
Well, thank you so much for having me. First of all, I really appreciate it. And I always, like you said, I always kind of liked fashion, and people were always asking me about my clothes and where I got them and things like that. And about 4.5 years, was it? Yeah, it's been 4 years, a little over 4 years ago, my mom had passed, and I was grieving very heavily. And the Lord had just dropped in my spirit to take something that I had been wanting to do, inspired by others, and so I felt like that was the time for me to just take a leap of faith and as a way of a distraction for me. And that's how it got started. And that's why it's EETique. It's not etiquette, it's EETique because it's named after my mother. Her name was Evangeline Ellison, and so it's EETique fashions. And I specialize in I wanted to specialize in the curvy fashions because, well, I have a lot of experience. I don't have the testimony that I was a size 8 till I grew up, and then I blossomed. No, I was a size 16 in high school. I think I was a size 16 in junior high. So I've always been plus size, curvy, special size, whatever you want to call it. I have a lot of experience in it, and so I've always, gone through a whole lot to try to do what I do as far as fashion is concerned. So I wanted that to be my niche because I feel like I'm an expert at it because of life experience.
So let's backtrack. So we all know when we're in those ages of middle school and high school and trying to be popular and trying to find friends and trying to fit in, what did you do? I mean, we see who you are now. How did you metamorph? How did you get where you are now? Because in high school and middle school, were you as fashionable then, or were you being creative? What did you do?
In high school, I was a nerd, and I was a nerd. I was wearing Levi's and Oxford shirts, and no, I can't even say that it was something. I always liked to look nice, but once I completed, I would say probably midways in college when I started like making midways in undergrad, when I started making my own money and could buy my own things. Then once I was able to buy my own things, that is when I was able to, my pocketbook had to match up with my mind. Growing up though, it was not like that at all. No.
Well, I tell you, the transformation from Levi's girl.
That's so funny you say that. When I went back to my class reunion, my high school class reunion, girl, they gave me the Swan Award for like the most changed. And I was like, am I insulted? Am I complimented? But it is what it is. Yeah.
Knowing you were complimented, because I'm telling you, all things Katrinia is fabulous. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
So I used to watch you, whether it was going around for the offering and not stalking you, but I was like, because I've always been, I've always been a 14 and up. I wavered between a 14 and a 21, a 22 all my life. And so I'm like, I would always watch you because I just have always had a problem dressing me. Because busty, small waist, big bottom. So even when I was in 5th grade, hear this, 5th grade, I was a 36, 24, 36.
All right now.
In 5th grade. And so I was always told to cover up because I was going to tempt someone.
Right.
My then stepfather says, you got to cover up. And so I kept that thought process through high school, through everything. And so I always wore big shirts, cute little Sasson and, Jordache jeans, but I would never tuck in the shirt. Dare I not, because somebody's going to see my shape. And so I was always ashamed of how I was shaped. And so I always had an issue with dressing me. And to this day, well, my husband, he does a great job. But prior to him, I still have an issue. So you say that you help women think outside the box when it comes to fashion.
Right.
What does that mean?
That means, sometimes some people are accustomed to wearing, like some people, because they're plus size or curvy size, they feel like they always need to be in black. And because, there's the old adage that black makes you look smaller, and it does. But that doesn't mean that everything that is in your wardrobe needs to be black. Because at the end of the day, if you're a size 20, you're a size 20 in black, you're a size 20 in pink, you're a size 20 in red. And so depending upon your coloring and all of that, and black is a good color to have. It's a good staple to have, but it does not have to be your main go-to. That's one example. And then you have people that, just like what you said, they, for whatever reason, they're used to wearing things a certain way. And if that's all they've ever worn, sometimes it takes some, some coaching to get them to think outside of the box. And so what started off initially is just trying to start be distracted from the grief and help other plus size people get trendy clothing that at an affordable price. It also became a ministry as well, because a lot of times, how we feel about how we look is associated with how we feel on the inside.
Yeah. That's amazing. We have a question from our audience.
Oh, okay. Okay, audience.
Yes. Can you talk about plus size women being body shamed?
Yes. So again, a lot of it starts within, because you can be a size 2, and if when you were growing up, or the people that were around you, if they talked down to you, or if they said you should do this or you should do that, whether you're a size 2 or a size 22, that's going to affect your psyche until you are grown enough and mature enough, or go through enough therapy to realize that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Absolutely. And so the body shaming, as long as you feel good about yourself, all the outside noise is exactly that, outside noise. And so what I say to ladies is this: accentuate the positive and downplay the negative. Those things that you don't like about your body, then I'll take me for an example, and tell me if I'm saying too much or cut me off.
We got an hour show. Talk.
Okay. So for example, for me, my tummy area has always, whether I'm a size 14, 12, or a size 22, my tummy has been there, and it has been there. And until it get cut off, I don't know, it might get smaller, but it is a prominent feature of my body. So I can't wear a lot of the form-fitting things unless I'm have on a lot of shapewear, and I'm just not as comfortable. So right. I try to wear A-line things, or things that will camouflage my tummy. I'm an expert at that. And so I say accentuate the positive. If you have nice legs, then you can go shorter in your length. If you have a small waist like you, Michele, you're perfect. You can wear a lot of things that I can't wear, and it's okay. We're both beautiful. We are all fearfully and wonderfully made. So just because the person beside you that's a size 8 or 18, because there are people that are larger than me that can wear things that I can't wear. Well, let me back that up. I could wear it, but I won't wear it because I know it's not flattering to my body shape. And it's okay. I wish I had a small waist. The reality is I don't. Now I can cinch it in with my shapewear and make you think I got one.
And can't breathe.
And I'm so used to it though. So all them times I was walking around and offering, trust me, I had shapewear on, because I didn't go to church without shapewear. It is a part of me. Yeah. But the pandemic has made me kind of like today. I have on high waist briefs, but I don't have on the real good stuff today.
I used to call them Sunday foundations.
Yes.
When you get to dancing and running and all that, you want to make sure everything stays where it is.
Exactly. Yes.
So when you talk about accentuating the positive and downplaying the negative, I have never been able to or felt comfortable with wearing a belt. And so I see a lot of, plus size women who will wear the really, really thick, like 5-inch belts, elastic or sometimes leather or whatever around their waist, but then it ends up under their bosom. And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that and feel comfortable coming out of the house. So how do you build a woman's confidence? And again, I know you said it starts on the inside, but when you look in the mirror, like there are things that you wear, I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if I can wear that. But all I see is my bosom sitting on top of this 5-inch belt. And I'm like, it just chops me in my mind. It chops me. So how do you offer those type of the tips? Would you look at somebody and they say, oh, I want a belt? Would you lovingly tell them, I don't know if a belt's going to work with this? Or how do you get them around those fashion faux pas, if you will?
So here's the thing. I'm not a belt person. Usually people who have tummies don't do belts. However, if a person has a tummy, you can wear a belt, but it'll have to be, just like you said, a little bit above your waistline, or the place where your waistline is supposed to be. It will have to be on your waistline. But for somebody like you could do a belt, but I would not recommend it being right up under your bosom. That is not going to look right. It would be more flattering for you to actually wear it on your waist, especially since you have a waist. Wear it on your waist. So when people wear it above their waist, it's because they're trying to camouflage something, or sometimes the styling of it makes it better. But if somebody is asking me for something and I really don't think that is flattering, I will, in a very lovingly way, just say, I won't do it. I won't let anyone leave not looking the best that they can look. The sale is not worth that much to me. And like I said, what started off as something to distract me really became a ministry for me.
Absolutely. And I have to call you a stylist, because that's what I see. You're a stylist. And somebody posted a question that says, what are some tips for choosing wardrobe for photo shoots and branding?
For photo shoots and for branding, well, what type of it depends on what type of business you're trying to brand. Because if you are more on the corporate level, then you want to do like a nice tailored suit. And let's go back to tailoring once we finish this question. A nice tailored suit with like a white Oxford shirt. If you're on that level and you're trying to appeal to like the corporate level, then you need to look like, I wouldn't wear this if I was trying to promote me being a CEO or something like this. Mm-hmm. But if you're trying to promote, being a stylist or being something with fashion, then you will, or a makeup artist or something of that nature, then you would then definitely add in the trendier clothing. If you're a minister and you want, this is for your those stock cards or for your website, then you want to be on the more conservative side. Does that help?
I think it helps. And I've also seen, and this is where I'm trying to find my niche in terms of dressing this one right here. I've seen, like, I have my coach. She has done a number of photo shoots because she's a speaker, trainer, coach, just like me. I'm all of those. So she has like a mixture of
yes.
photos. But one in particular that she's recently done. Hi, Kashana. She's recently done. She had on jeans, like skinny jeans, a heel that was a pop of color.
Yes.
And then she had on a very vibrant, well, not vibrant, but very meticulously patterned jacket that was tailored at the waist, but it was so cute with her accessory. I said, now see, can I do that? I said, that is cute. I mean, she rocked it. And I know it was a professional photo for what she does. She's a trainer, she's a coach, she's a speaker. So it's not corporate necessarily, although she has corporate clients. But the way that she presented it, I was like, oh my God, I said, that right there, so I guess it would take your eye, if I'm saying this correctly, to see us, to kind of help us to funnel our vision to how we want to appear to the world. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. And based on what you said about her being a speaker, a coach, and all that, those wardrobe choices definitely make sense and totally make sense.
Wow. Okay, so I know you wanted to talk about tailoring, but before we get there, I want to go back. I want to go back to the body shaming.
Okay, sure.
Because I remember this was about a year and a half ago, and I was at this event, and I was single at the time, and somebody was trying to introduce me to somebody. Anyway, and I was like, okay. And so the guy was like, well, you're cute, you have a nice personality, but I don't do fluffy girls. And okay. I was like, what? In my head, I was saying some other things that I would have to probably repent over. But I was like, what? And so he's like, yeah, you're cute, but I don't do fluffy girls. And all I said was, what is a fluffy girl? I mean, I know what it was, but I wanted to hear his perception of it. And
Mhm.
then he said, well, I like petite women. I said, well, I have to school you, sir, because a petite woman means she's just under 5'4".
Exactly.
It doesn't mean she's a size 2. It
Right.
just means she's 5'4" and shorter. I said,
Right.
I'm considered petite because I'm 5'2".
Right. Right.
So
Yeah, he probably wasn't a good idea anyway. If for him
no,
to, for even him to even say that, and that's a whole different show. But yeah,
it's
that's a whole nother show.
a whole.
Fluffy girls probably don't do him either. He
Okay,
don't do fluffy girls, and fluffy girls probably don't do him and don't want him.
okay. See, I thank you for that because that makes. I mean, not that I felt bad, but I was just like looking at him like,
Oh, absolutely not. There are for every man that doesn't like fluffy, there are a lot more that
mm,
like fluffy, and that's okay.
my
That's
husband.
okay.
My husband likes fluffy. Um, so we have a question that says, how can you help me better style my wife, Michele, who I love,
Oh,
all of her, I love her heart and her curvy parts. So that's my husband asking a question because to be honest, he has when we first got married, no, actually like a couple months before we got married, he wanted to come and go through my closet. Let me tell you. And don't laugh, Katrinia. I was still wearing clothes from 1993, 94, but you didn't know it because I was pairing it with something new.
okay,
It was
okay.
just a skirt or something like that. And so he went through my, let me tell you, he went through my closet. He was like, nope, nope, nope. I was like, what are you doing? I don't have any clothes. And so he loves to dress me. And so he would buy things and I'm going, is that going to look right on me? He said, if I bought it, it's going to look right on you.
Exactly.
He's asking, how he can better style me, but I think he does a great job. I actually have to pull myself in. I was like, babe, you want me to wear? He bought me my first pair of skinny jeans this year. I had never owned a pair of skinny jeans
Really?
in my life. No, I was like, I'm not wearing that.
Why? Your legs are, you don't have, you can wear skinny jeans.
But from my knees to my shoulders, I was shaped. Yeah, I was looking at, the hips and thighs down to the skinny legs. That's what I was looking at. So he bought my very first pair of skinny jeans and I was terrified. And he's like, look, you look nice. I said, oh, okay. It doesn't look that bad.
And if you can wear skinny jeans or leggings, and then if you don't like how it looks from your what'd you say, your waist up to your neck, then you just wear a cute blousey something. And if you skinny on the bottom, then you can put something with more volume on the top. That's
Yeah.
how you do that.
Yeah. So I think he was, I don't think he was being funny. I think he was just basically because every time he wants to buy me something, like last,
Right.
he bought me all these things. I'm like, well, I'm gonna wear that. He said, you just gonna wear it. I think
Yeah, you just, baby, that's another show. You just put it on for him and you wear it. You do a fashion show for him.
I mean,
Yeah.
like the top I have on now, I would have never purchased it. You can't see the whole thing, but it's kind of flirty at the bottom and has
Uh-huh.
little ties at the sleeves. And I would have never bought it, but he bought it in 2 different colors, and I was like, okay, amen. So
Well, that's cute. It looks cute from what I can see. It looks cute. And
wow,
it's definitely he's getting you outside of the box, and that's good.
he's
That's
throwing
good.
me all the way out the box. You hear me?
That's good. Let's get rid of that box. Let's get rid of it.
Mm-mm. So let's go back to the tailoring piece.
Okay, yes. Yes,
So
let's go back.
let's talk about that.
Yes. So because all of our shapes are different, and depending upon where you get the clothes from, when they make clothes, they make them for a size range because they will sell more of them if more people can fit into this size 14 or this size 16 or this size 18.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 times out of 10, the shape that they made it for is not what you are. And so I say every woman and more man needs a good tailor. So you can take a suit and have them bring it in. So you have a smaller waist, you can have them bring it in on the waist. People aren't really wearing suits like they used to back in the day. Like when I was wearing those beaded suits, those are all gone out of my wardrobe now.
Mine too.
I don't have a suit. So this is the land of the dress. And but even with that, I still say you need a good tailor, somebody that you can take it to, and even if you're shorter, because I'm 5'5.5". Even if you're shorter and it's a maxi dress and it kind of drowns you out because you're short, then you can take it to the tailor and have them cut it to maybe at T length so that it doesn't look like you're just swallowed up in the dress. So a good tailor you can take the same thing, something that you didn't even pay a lot of money for, take it to a tailor and have them adjust it to your body shape and look like $1 million.
Wow. Yeah, I have seen your maxi dresses and I was like, "Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that." Because I've watched your YouTubes and I was like, "Yes, yes." And I'm like, I wonder if I can wear that. You did this one maxi dress. It was camouflage. You know, I'm military, so all things camo. I was like, "Oh my God, that is so cute." But I was like, "Can I wear that with all that pattern from head to toe?"
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially if it's like a flowy maxi dress, you absolutely can. Absolutely.
Okay, because again, I'm up in my head because I'm thinking what I see, everybody else sees. Because in my mind, I'm like, "Girl, take that off and go sit down somewhere."
So you want to put your usher uniform on, your white top and your black pants, and put your earrings on and be done.
Honey, I feel I'm fabulous from the neck up. I can do my face, put my jewelry on, and I'm good.
Yes.
But yeah, but you're gonna help me. I know you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So do you find that some of your clients who are hard to fit, in terms of maybe they're more apple shaped, or maybe they are pear shaped, or something like that? How do you get around those type of body issues? I know you can do it, but I just want you to tell us all. How do you get around it? I know you talked about accentuating the positive and downplaying the negative, but if you have someone who wants to wear a maxi and they are an apple, how do you make all that work together?
So if they want to wear a maxi and they're an apple, they can still wear a maxi. But anybody really can wear a maxi, but except for if you are short. If you are short, you can wear a maxi, but you shouldn't probably wear it all the way to your ankle, because then it will look like the dress is swallowing you up. The shorter you are, the more swallowed up you will look. So for those that like the maxi look, often I will recommend that you take it and have it cut off like T length, like mid calf. And and you can still get that maxi dress look, but not be swallowed up by the maxi dress. And then for those, sometimes people come and they want form fitted, and that's probably not the most flattering. So again, I will try to make recommendations. And if they're just gung-ho about it, then I'll say my professional opinion is that something a little bit looser would be more flattering. But certainly you can buy it if you want to, but in my opinion, and usually the customer appreciates that. They appreciate somebody being real with them and telling them, the truth.
And so like I look at even like the little A-line skirts, the ones that kind of flare out. Do you recommend those for the hippier woman, or how do you the woman who has more hips, how do you camouflage or downplay when she's really hippie? What type of skirt or pant would you suggest for someone who's thicker at the bottom?
So if you're thicker, A-line just about works with any body shape, A-line or the flowy. So if you have, bigger hips, but then some women don't mind wearing a pencil skirt and that clings to their hips. Some women are okay with that. Now, hips are not seen as a bad thing to a lot of women. But to answer your question, A-line, that's the cut that will work for just about any shape. If you really have like big hips, like and you're concerned about your hips showing, then you wear the flowy A-line.
Okay, okay. I see a lot of women wearing like the I call them tutus
Oh,
and stuff
now
like that.
that's kind of tricky because, and I love a tutu. I carry tutus. It's kind of tricky because you have to be careful with the tutu, because if you're not careful with the tutu, it will add more volume and you will look whiter than you are.
Uh-huh.
So if you're a real hippie, it's a certain kind of tutu that you need to wear, because they have different layers of the tutu. Like you might have 8 layers, and I usually like a lot of layers.
Mhm.
But the few when you if you're very hippie, you need fewer layers because you already got stuff. You got stuff to naturally have it sit out, so you don't need your hips having it sit out and then extra layers of the tutu, if that makes any sense,
Yeah.
having it sit out. So you can wear a tutu if you're hippie. It's just you have to be careful as to which tutu you wear, because you don't want to add volume. Sometimes I put on things, I'm like, oh, I look bigger than I really am. It's adding volume, and I don't want that. So
Yeah, and I guess that goes back to the tailoring, because I've seen women who are, they may not be as hippie, but they have a lot of junk in their trunk, if I can say
mhm.
that. And so they would have to have more length in the back, because
Yeah,
now the skirt is hiked. My mom say hiked up. Their
high
skirt
stuff.
is now
Yep.
hiked up in the back, because now you see the above their knees in the back, and then the skirt is below their knees in the front.
Right. And so and that's what they're going to have unless they get the real something that's really flowy, so
Mhm.
that it will kind of bring things together. But if they wear things that are going to be form fitted, it is going to be heist up in the back. And so in that case, I would recommend going with a larger size and then tailoring it in so that it's not that obvious heist up in the back.
Right, right. So, what are some of the main staples that you say that every curvy girl would need in her wardrobe, other than black?
Other than black, okay.
Other than black.
Other than black, I would say a black pencil skirt or a pencil skirt. And this fall, the on definitely on trend are the blazers. We used to wear blazers back in the day, and they're back. So a nice blazer, a white cotton top, a black pencil skirt, and I would say like a houndstooth plaid or a camo. So you have something to kind of interchange things with, and of course a nice pair of jeans.
Okay. So in terms of accessories, let's talk about these shoes,
Hmm.
because I can no longer do 3-inch heels, 3.5, 4-inch heels, platforms. I can't do them anymore because of my back injury. So I find now that I go for the shoes that have like the 1.5 demi heel. It could be a wide block heel. It can be a little curved, it sits under the foot wider this way as opposed to the width of the foot. So for me as a short person, again, I'm 5'2". Thank you very much. So, so when I'm looking at people's shoes, like I see the shoes that you wear, honey baby,
Hmm.
I get a nosebleed, and some of the shoes that these the ladies wear. How do you pair the right shoe, but based on your height? So if I'm wearing a skinny jean and a nice blazer and a top, would I wear a baby doll shoe? What would work better for me with my height?
Can you wear a wedge?
I think I have one pair of wedge heels. It's a summer sandal.
So a wedge, if you can wear a wedge, that gives your foot more support, and then you get a little height, so
Okay.
that it doesn't, to get that look, that whole blazer and jeans and booty look. If you want to get like a wedge, if you can do a wedge, like a 2-inch wedge or 2.5-inch wedge, that'll
Mhm.
give you some height.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I really struggle, because I've had to get rid of all of my heels. I mean, I used to wear 3.5, some 4-inch heels, and now I look in my closet and they're either baby doll shoes. That's what I call the flats, the little cute baby doll shoes, or 1-inch to 1.5-inch shoes. And I have 2 pair of heels that are 2.5, and I have to come out of them as soon as the cameras go off. As soon as I walk out, I'm like, oh my God.
Did you ever try to get any of your heels cut down? You know that's a thing. You can get your heels cut down.
Oh, they're so gone. They've been gone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I got rid of them things years ago. But yeah, I've always wondered that because, again, I always see, the glam girls. I consider you a glam girl because, I love it. And I'm like, man, she is really look at them shoes. And I know I can't wear that. And I know every curvy girl cannot handle, a stiletto or, red bottoms is out of my league, but something along that line.
Right.
They're very cute. So I'm trying to find a trendy pump or a trendy shoe that doesn't make me look like I'm in my 50s.
Right.
But because my husband's like, you are not going to look like you're in your 50s. I'm not going to let you look like you're in your 50s. Because I'll be 55 in January. And I'm like,
you look wonderful.
Well, thank you, darling. And I told him, he said he was going to try a wedge for me. So, when he takes me shopping, I fight him all the way. I really do. And he'll be the first one to tell you, babe, just come on, sit down. Just, but I always wondered, because I'm so short, how I would, compensate for, not being able to wear a heel but still look stylish. So we'll gravitate to the wedge at your suggestion, because if that's something I can get away with,
or you can do and this time of the year, having a nice ankle booty or a boot season is coming up, so you don't have to have the stiletto boots to look nice. You can have something. Is that too high?
No, I actually have an ankle boot, leather ankle boot that has like 1.5 inches, and it's a pointed leather boot. So cute. I like to wear it with like my little sweater dresses and tights and stuff like that.
Right.
I navigate those very well.
Okay.
But I just always wanted to know outside of that, because I didn't want to look homey or, I didn't want to be nice up here and you look at my feet like, why she got them baby doll shoes on with that? Because I can't wear heels.
Right. But there you can find, what's your maximum you can do? You said you can only do like a 2-inch heel now, or
2 inches is my max.
So that's about 2 inches. So I think they have some shoes that I think you have to do a little bit more searching, because I'm a shoe person. I have a shoe room, so I am a shoe expert. So
I've seen your feet, hunty.
But I'm older as well, and I can't wear the stilettos all the time like I used to. I still can wear them, but with the pandemic has made me very lazy with the heels. I put some on, I think maybe a couple weeks ago for an event, but I have been gravitating actually towards the wedges as well. So they have some nice I'm calling them see-through, but that's not the word. Lucite heels that come in lower heels and come in a wedge, because I actually have a pair of the wedges. So they have some really cute 2-inch, around 2-inch shoes out there. You just have to kind of search. They're not going to jump out at you. So Nordstroms.com, Macy's.com. Macy's has great sales very often. And especially this month, a lot of the stores have said that they're having their Black Friday sales the whole month of November. Yeah. So go to Macy's.com, go to Nordstroms.com. And a lot of times you can actually search on the heel size that you want. If you want a 2-inch heel, and bring up all of the 2-inch heels. And if they're on sale, that's a great, that's a great find.
Yeah, and one of my issues is I wear a 6.5. And so I have a tiny foot and a skinny foot at the same time. Like a B width is too wide for me.
Oh, so you're narrow.
I have a narrow foot and I have a small foot. A 7 is too big for me.
And see, I'm at the other opposite of the spectrum. I'm 5'5.5", and I wear a size 11.
Stop it.
That's why I say God has a sense of humor. He knew I was going to love shoes. So everybody can't believe I'm a size 11, but I am a size 11. And so I know how to look for a shoe.
I'm going to call on you after this show so you can help me
That's fine.
So the question now is, what are some of the 2021 fashion trends, or even for this fall, the end of 2020, wrapping around into 2021,
Right.
what are some of the fashion trends and colors, things you see coming down the pipe that us curvy girls need to start looking for?
Sure. Like I said before, definitely on trend this season are the blazers. Mm-hmm. But again, because we are in the middle of a pandemic, I've been selling since the pandemic hit, but I've not sold a lot of church clothes. I've not sold a lot of dressy clothes. It's all about say what? Nobody's going to church. Nobody's going to a whole bunch of events. There were some people that had like outdoor, milestone birthday parties over the summer, but for the most part, I've been selling like cute, comfortable clothing, things you can wear around the house and not feel like, or if you go out to the grocery store, a nice athletic suit, not suit. When I say suit, I mean like a sweatsuit, but not, something a little bit a notch up from a regular sweatsuit. Definitely on trend, jackets and blazers. So I have a number of jackets that I have in for the season. And then for the holidays, like I have a sequin 2-piece like jogger set. So somebody said they wanted to get that for New Year's Eve. I don't know where they're going, but yeah.
Someone just posted so they can look cute on Zoom and Facebook Live.
Exactly. Hello. Yes. And so as far as the patterns, camo is still very popular. And as we're getting closer to the holiday season, I'm seeing a lot of sequins, even if it's not a full sequin thing, sequin top with skinny jeans or, and again, the white cotton, I can't say that enough, the white cotton top that you can pair with jeans or leggings. And then the hoodie dresses are in as well. But as far as the print, the camo print is in, and then the animal prints are back as well.
Do your camo prints come in anything other than the green, black, and brown? Do you have different colors of camo? Again, I'm speaking for myself. Excuse me, listening audience. Excuse me. I'm trying to find something for myself. I love camouflage. I was in the military for 26 years.
And that's surprising. That's surprising to me because a lot of people that are from the military, they're like, oh, I don't want camo. I had to wear that, for whatever. So that's good. That's good to know.
This is cute.
Yeah, it is. I like camo. I have a number of camo items always in my inventory. But yes, to answer your question, yes, you can get camo and I do get them in different colors. Like I had a camo dress. I had it in a silver camo before. I've had a pink camo. I've had an orange camo. But yeah. So it just depends on how it looks because it just depends on how it looks as to whether or not I decide, because if, some things, if I don't feel like it's good for curvy girls, it's not going to be flattering, then I don't purchase it. So.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Say I'm your client and I've been on your website, which is www.EETique
Yes.
On your website and I see something that I like, or I'm on your YouTube and I see something that you're presenting in this pandemic, how do I get to try on? Do you do like personal viewings or showings or whatever? I don't even know what you want to call them. Fittings.
Yes. So I do Facebook shows. I haven't done one in a number of weeks, but I'm hoping to do one in the next week or so. I use Monday nights was my night. And I had some lifetime things happen to me in the last month or so. So I haven't been able to do it, but I do plan to reconvene doing my Monday night shows. But before the pandemic, I have a group of curvy models that work with me. So I would try to have someone. I have someone that's apple shaped. I have someone that's pear shaped. I have different size curvy models. So the object of the show is for women to get an opportunity to see how my fashions would look on them. So I'm hoping with the group of models that I have that you will be able to see yourself. And a lot of people would say, well, if Ijama could wear it, then I could wear it. Or if Becky wore it, then I could wear it. But the pandemic hit, and so I haven't been able to do that. But what I do offer, so I was when we were in the beginning of the pandemic, I was the model. So they would have to gauge. I had to be the model. I had to be the lighting person. I was a one woman show.
You did well. I saw your stuff.
Thank you. And so now, but I've always offered and will offer a Zoom shopping opportunity. So whether it's one-on-one with just me and you, or if there's a group of ladies that are having a ladies' night out and they want to just have me be a special guest via Zoom, and we kind of look at some things, and you tell me, okay, I want to see camo, or I want to see these types of things, and then I'll pull things and then show them to you on the Zoom. And if I can see, if you send me a picture, I can just about figure out what size you need to wear.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Because I was like, okay, if I wanted to go over there, if I go on your website, I said, if I see something, I need to make sure it fits the top, the middle, and the back. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So, well, let me ask you this. Is there a fee that you charge for people to come and do fittings, or they're just paying for the fashion itself?
They're just paying for the fashion itself. That is correct.
Okay, because I know some people who provide like a coaching, because I consider you to be a fashion coach. People who provide coaching, they charge a fee. So I just wanted to make sure, our listening audience, that when they go to your website or they email you, that they'll, know what to expect in terms of, what they're putting out. So what is your goal for 2021? What is EETique's goal for 2021? What you doing?
So, my goal is to, as this world is changing, as our nation is changing, as fashion is changing, as how we do, who knows how long we're going to be in this pandemic. It's just, I want to be able to shift as I need to, as things change around us. I want to always have a fresh ear and a fresh eye for what is needed for curvy size women. That is my goal for 2021, to be able to still provide trendy fashions at an affordable price and have the ladies looking good, but making sure that I am on top of things. That, I stay online looking to see. I'm always trying to find the perfect curvy size vendor, because not every curvy size vendor is created equal. A 1X is not a 1X a lot of times. And I have over 3.5 years of experience with these types of things. So I'm always trying to find the best vendor and always looking for the perfect vendor, or another curvy size vendor that will be able to accommodate my clients. So I love it when people come and they shop with me and they have a great experience and they feel better about themselves. That I get such joy from that, because I'm not getting rich off the clothes. That this is a passion for me. And I do have a very regular full-time job, and it's because of that I can do this. So I'm not in it to lose money, but it is my goal to make as many curvy size women. And I have love for the smaller ladies too. But I have a special love for the curvy size women, because I know the struggle.
I know it's real. Yeah, because when I look at you, and then I look at, the Kiara Shears, she started a line, Tasha Cobb started a line, Ashley Stewart, we have all these different people. And I used to be, an avid shopper of the Avenue and Ashley Stewart. But then I was like, their prices keep going up and up and up. And then I'm not finding things that I would like, or they're selling things that to me are, if I can say the word, raunchy. I'm like, I'm not wearing that. Just because it's a plus size doesn't mean it needs to go on a plus size woman.
Right.
A mannequin, because that is not cute. But I'm just saying. So everything, just because it's being done in mainstream, everything is not meant for the curvy girl to put on. At least maybe it needs to be adjusted, altered, or made a little different. But the last thing I wanted to ask you before we close up is, you do accessories, because I'm sitting here watching. And
accessories, baby. Accessories can take your look to a whole new level.
I know. I'm looking at the necklace around your neck. I'm trying to figure out.
Yes. Accessories can take your whole look, take your look to a whole new level. You can have on a shift dress that you got from Walmart for $8, and you put on a nice piece of jewelry, and you look wonderful. You look wonderful. That's, you can mix and match. You can do high and low. If you can't afford, to spend a whole bunch of money, then get you a couple staple, get you a black shift dress, a tan shift dress, and a printed shift dress. Get you a few neck pieces. And if you don't like chokers because you don't like things around your neck, or you have, some women have issues with chokers, then you can get something longer that makes a statement. So you don't have to, everything doesn't have to make a statement. You don't have to have sequin dress and diamonds and pearls all over the place. Choose one or two things to make a statement, and you still look cute.
Yeah, because one thing about me, my son will tell you, he tells me I need deliverance, because my jewelry box is almost as tall as I am. And it's about 2.5 feet wide, and it has double doors with 3 layers of necklaces on both sides, and everything's full. 10 drawers, all full. Flip up part with the bracelets, all full. And I'm like, I need more jewelry. He's like, no, you don't. I said, I have to accessorize, because I love jewelry. That is my weakness.
That's good. Accessories is a good weakness to have.
I promise you, it's a weakness. And pocketbooks, pray for me here. But anyway, I can't go anywhere, so I have to look cute when I come on camera.
Right. But, well, you're doing a good job. You look very nice.
Thank you, honey. But I'm just so excited. What is your final piece of advice that you want to give to the curvy girl who is feeling not so confident outside of her mindset, who's not feeling so confident, and who wants to walk out of 2020 and into 2021 with her best foot forward in fashion?
And so my slogan and my slogan for EETique Fashions is this: it does not matter what size you are, it is how you wear your size. And I really believe that. And we didn't really get a chance to talk about this, but if you're a size 18 and the 18 is fitting you tight, it's okay to go up to a 20. When somebody sees you, when you saw me, you said, oh, that's cute. What you have on, is that a top or a dress? I said, it's a dress. You didn't say, is that a 1X or a 2X? You just said, oh, you look cute. And so we have a lot of women, we have to get that out of our mind. Oh man, I can't wear a 3X. I'm not a 3X. Well, the people that made this was a 3X, but it's not a 3X per Ashley Stewart or per Lane Bryant. So if it bothers you, I know somebody, she will take the tag out. That's how serious it is for her. I have to take the tag out, and you don't matter what size it is, as long as you look good. If you have to size up, sis, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
If you have to size up, if it looks better, size up.
Because nobody's gonna know.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows if this is a large. Well, they know it's probably not.
Stop it, girl. Stop it.
Oh God, you ain't got that kind of camera. But anyway, they don't know if it's a 1X, a 2X, or a 3X. And guess what? It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's fitting me nice. I feel good in it.
It's pretty.
And so I would say wear things that you feel good in. You don't have to spend $1 million, even if you don't buy anything from me or any other boutique. If you can only go get you a Walmart dress, get you buy you some paparazzi jewelry that's only $5, and you strut like you paid $1 million for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this has been amazing. Someone put in the comment, size up, sis. Size
up. It's okay.
I know that's right. Size up. And you have really helped me today, because I walked into this thing and I was like, I can't wait to talk to Katrinia, because I'm really self-conscious about dressing my body, but you have helped me with my thought process, believe it or not. And so now when my husband makes an offer, babe, let's go try this, or I'm gonna be like, you know what, do what you do, and I'm gonna have to just accept it. Because
as long as he likes it, that's if he likes it.
Look at here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I tell you, this
And that's another show.
that's a whole nother show. Let me tell you. This has been wonderful. I just want to thank you, Katrinia, for joining me today and talking about, curvy girl fashions and tips. I'm sure it has helped some of our sisters out there because, in our community, we have more plus size women than we have average size women.
Absolutely.
And I think it's important for us to know how to dress our bodies, how to present ourselves, not just to ourselves, but to the world. We want to go on job interviews. We want to be noticed. We want to date. We want to get married. We want to, put our best foot forward in all that we do. And I believe that understanding fashion for the curvy girl is vitally important so that we don't have to always put on a burlap sack.
Exactly.
Because we think that's all that's going to fit us. So you have really helped us. So I want all of our guests to go out to www.eetiquefashions.com. That's right. Go visit EETique Fashions and find yourself some fashion forward fashion for all your fluffiness. Yeah, I said it because, fluffiness, if that's who you are, that's who you are.
And it's not a negative thing. It's not, what matters is that we're healthy. So if once your health starts to deteriorate, it is important, but it's nothing wrong with being fluffy. Nothing wrong with being fluffy as long as you are healthy. And can I just ask if they want to see me and see my fashions in person, of course we can do the Zoom, and then you can follow me on Instagram as well as Facebook and Twitter at EETique Fashions as well. And then I think I sent you my phone number, so you can call me as well.
Yep. So Facebook, IG, and YouTube is EETique Fashions. And then the website, once again, is www.eetiquefashions.com. Email is eetiquefashions.com. Y'all just go to the website. Get yourself some good curvy fashions. And my crazy husband just posted, do you have curvy lingerie? I'm going to give one.
I get asked about lingerie. I get asked about swimsuits. And I'm already busting out in my little place here. So one day, but yeah, I can certainly point you to some websites for some lingerie.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get them when I get off this here show. It was a mess. All right. Well, thank you so much. If you want to see the replay, please visit my YouTube channel at Life Matters TV. Life Matters with Michele TV official. That's Life Matters TV Michele. That's my YouTube channel. You can also listen to this broadcast on Fridays at 4:00 on www.sensationalsoundsradio.net. I tell you, I'm all over the place.
All right, Michele, you better do it. You've inspired me today to try to. I'm like, I need to do this for my since my models can't really come. I can do this with my models, and then people can still see them in my fashion. So it'll take some coordination. So I thank you for inspiring me.
No problem.
And thank you again for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Again, I love you. I have watched you from afar, and I appreciate what I see. I thank God for your candor. I thank you for your passion and for helping us curvy girls do what we do with what we've got. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you again for coming on the show. And if you want to be a guest on the show, please visit my website at www.iam-mij.com. I am now booking for June 2021. That's right.
You better book for June and be booked to May. You better go ahead and be booked.
Every Sunday is booked until June. So if you want to be on the show, www.iam-mij.com. Thank you so much again for Katrinia for joining me. I appreciate you. I love you. And thank you all for joining me on Life Matters with Michele, where we talk about what matters to you. Talk to you soon, and y'all have a great day.